Do your legs feel weaker than before? Do you find it harder to stand up, walk, or climb stairs? You might think it's just normal aging, but the truth is, some of the foods you eat every day could be secretly weakening your legs. Certain foods can drain your muscle strength, trigger inflammation that stiffens your joints, reduce bone density, making falls more dangerous. And the worst part? You might be eating these foods right now without realizing how much they're affecting your mobility. But here's the good news. You can take control. By simply avoiding these foods and replacing them with healthier options, you can protect your leg strength and stay active for years to come. And pay close attention to food number 3. It's something most people would never expect, yet it could be the biggest culprit behind your leg weakness. Let's get started with the first food, a common substitute that might be doing more harm than good. Food number 5, artificial sweeteners, the silent muscle weakener. You've probably heard that cutting out sugar is good for your health. Maybe you've even switched to artificial sweeteners like aspartame, saccharin, or sucralose, thinking they're a healthier choice. After all, they have 0 calories, they don't raise blood sugar, and they're found in diet and sugar-free products. But what if I told you that these sweeteners could be making your legs weaker? Yes, that sugar-free soda, low-calorie yogurt, or sugar-free dessert you've been eating could be secretly draining your muscle strength and making your bones more fragile. And the worst part? Most people have no idea this is happening until they start noticing leg pain, balance problems, or muscle weakness. How artificial sweeteners weaken your legs. Your body needs calcium for strong bones and proper muscle function. Every time you move, whether it's standing up, walking, or climbing stairs, your muscles rely on calcium to contract properly. But here's the problem. Artificial sweeteners block calcium absorption, meaning your bones and muscles aren't getting the nutrients they need to stay strong. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Endocrinology found that consuming artificial sweeteners can disrupt gut bacteria, reduce calcium absorption, and increase the risk of osteoporosis. This means that over time, your bones become brittle, your muscles lose strength, and even simple movements like getting out of a chair can feel harder. But that's not all. A study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors who consumed artificial sweeteners regularly had a 20% higher risk of muscle weakness and coordination problems. That means your risk of falls, injuries, and mobility issues goes up just because of what you're eating. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, stand up, and your legs feel unsteady. You try to go for a walk, but your knees feel weak. You climb the stairs, but each step feels more difficult than before. You might assume this is just aging, but in reality, it could be your diet working against you. The hidden dangers of artificial sweetener. Artificial sweeteners don't just weaken your muscles, they also impact your nerves and balance. They interfere with nerve signals, making your movements feel slower and more unstable. They increase inflammation, which causes joint stiffness and pain. They reduce metabolism, meaning your body burns fewer calories and struggles to build muscle mass. And worst of all, these effects don't happen overnight. They creep in slowly, making it harder to notice, until one day, you realize you're not as strong as you used to be. What's a better alternative? If you want to protect your muscle strength, bone health, and balance, the solution is simple. Ditch artificial sweeteners and choose natural alternatives instead. Raw honey, a natural source of antioxidants that reduces inflammation. Coconut sugar contains minerals like potassium and magnesium that support muscle function. Monk fruit sweetener, a 0-calorie alternative that doesn't interfere with calcium absorption. Making this small change can have a huge impact on your strength, mobility, and overall health. What's next? If you think artificial sweeteners are bad, wait until you see the next food on the list. This food is so common that you'll find it in almost every fast food meal, but it could be silently destroying your leg strength, making your joints stiff, and increasing your risk of arthritis. Let's move on to food number 4, one of the most dangerous culprits behind leg weakness. Food number 4, fried foods, the silent destroyer of leg strength. A plate of crispy French fries, a golden brown fried chicken leg, or a crunchy onion ring. These foods bring an instant sense of satisfaction. But what if I told you that every bite could be slowly draining your leg strength? You might enjoy the crunchy texture and delicious flavor, but deep down, your muscles, joints, and circulation are suffering. And over time, this damage adds up, making it harder to walk, stand, or move without pain. Let's talk about why fried foods are weakening your legs and what you should do instead. The reality behind fried foods. Take John, a 72-year-old retiree who loved fried food. For decades, he ate fried chicken, French fries, and deep-fried snacks almost daily. He never thought much of it. After all, he still felt strong and active. But then, he started noticing changes. Walking up the stairs became painful. His knees felt stiff in the morning. His legs felt heavy and tired, even after short walks. At first, he assumed it was just aging. But when he visited his doctor, he was shocked. His joints were inflamed, his circulation was poor, and he was at high risk for arthritis. And the main culprit? The fried foods he had been eating for years. How fried foods weaken your legs. Fried foods aren't just high in calories. They contain dangerous trans fats, pro-inflammatory oils, and toxic compounds that damage your muscles, joints, and circulation. Here's how they silently weaken your leg strength. Number 1, they increase inflammation. Fried foods are packed with hydrogenated oils that trigger chronic inflammation. This leads to stiff joints, swollen knees, and painful movements. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who consume fried foods regularly have a 30% higher risk of arthritis and muscle deterioration. 2. They reduce blood circulation. Fried foods clog your arteries, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your muscles and joints. Poor circulation means weaker muscles, slower healing, and a higher risk of leg cramps. 3. They cause muscle loss and weakness. The unhealthy fats in fried foods interfere with protein absorption, making it harder for your muscles to stay strong and recover from movement. Over time, this can lead to muscle atrophy, making your legs feel weak, unstable, and prone to fatigue. What should you eat instead? The good news? You don't have to give up your favorite meals. You just need to prepare them differently. Bake or grill your food instead of deep frying it. Use healthy oils like olive oil or avocado oil. Try air frying for a crispy texture without the unhealthy fats. Eat more anti-inflammatory foods like salmon, leafy greens, and nuts. Making this small change can protect your leg strength, reduce pain, and keep you moving comfortably for years to come. Coming up next. But if you think fried foods are bad, wait until you hear about the next food on the list, a food so common that almost everyone eats it daily. Yet it could be silently making your legs weak, your joints stiff, and your bones fragile. Let's move on to food number 3, one of the biggest hidden dangers in the modern diet. Food number 3, refined carbs, white bread, white rice, white pasta. Silently draining your leg strength. Do you feel weak after eating bread or rice? Here's why. Have you ever finished a meal with white bread, white rice, or pasta and felt tired, sluggish, or even weak afterward? You might think it's just part of aging, but it's not. In reality, these foods are silently stealing your leg strength by draining your muscles of energy, weakening your bones, and increasing inflammation in your body. Most people believe carbs give them energy, but the type of carb matters, and refined carbs are doing more harm than good. Let's break it down. Why refined carbs are weakening your legs. Refined carbohydrates, like white bread, white rice, and white pasta, have been stripped of fiber, protein, and essential nutrients, meaning they break down extremely fast in your body. What happens next? 1. Blood sugar spikes and energy crashes. Leave you weak. Without fiber, refined carbs turn into sugar instantly, flooding your bloodstream. This causes a quick energy burst, but soon after, your blood sugar crashes, leaving you fatigued, shaky, and weak. Over time, this roller coaster effect leads to chronic fatigue and muscle exhaustion, making it harder to walk, stand, and climb stairs. 2. Refined carbs increase inflammation and joint pain. When blood sugar spikes frequently, it triggers inflammation throughout your body. This inflammation targets your joints and muscles, leading to pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. A 2021 study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who eat a high refined carb diet have a 30% greater risk of muscle loss and arthritis. 3. They block calcium absorption and cause brittle bones. Refined carbs deplete your body's calcium stores, increasing your risk of osteoporosis and fractures. A 2019 study from the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that seniors with diets high in refined grains had 25% lower bone density than those who consumed whole grains. Weak bones had a higher risk of falls, injuries, and long recovery times. Real-life case: how one simple change improved mobility. Mary, a 72-year-old retired teacher, had been eating white bread, pasta, and rice daily her entire life. She noticed that after meals, she always felt lethargic. Her knees ached, and her legs felt too weak to go for a walk. Her doctor suggested switching to whole grains, so she replaced white rice with quinoa, white bread with whole wheat, and started eating steel-cut oats for breakfast instead of processed cereal. Within 3 months, Mary noticed more energy throughout the day, less joint pain in her knees and hips, stronger, more stable legs. A follow-up bone density scan even showed improvements in her bone health, just from cutting out refined carbs. What should you eat instead? You don't have to give up carbs. You just need to choose the right ones that provide long-lasting energy and muscle support. Swap white rice for brown rice, quinoa, or wild rice. Replace white bread with whole wheat, sprouted grain, or sourdough bread. Ditch white pasta for whole wheat pasta, lentil pasta, or chickpea pasta. Start your morning with oatmeal, chia pudding, or eggs with whole grain toast. Making these simple swaps will keep your legs strong, your bones healthy, and your energy levels steady. Coming up next, if you think refined carbs are bad for your leg strength, wait until you hear about the next food on the list, something millions of seniors consume daily without realizing how much damage it's doing. This food might be in your refrigerator right now, and it's secretly making your bones more fragile than ever. Let's move on to food number 2, one of the biggest hidden dangers for seniors. Food number 2, sugary drinks, soda, bottled juices, energy drinks. Do you drink soda or bottled juices regularly? Many people think that having a bottle of fruit juice or a can of soda every day is harmless. But the truth is, these drinks may be silently weakening your legs without you even realizing it. They don't just cause weight gain, they also strip away calcium and magnesium, 2 minerals essential for strong bones and muscles. Let's uncover why sugary drinks are one of the biggest culprits behind muscle weakness and brittle bones. How sugary drinks damage your leg strength. There are 3 major reasons why these drinks are harmful to your legs. Number 1, they drain calcium, causing bone loss. Your bones need calcium to stay strong. Sodas contain phosphoric acid, which pulls calcium out of your bones, making them weaker and more prone to fractures. A study in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that people who drank soda daily had 26% lower bone density than those who avoided it. 2. They decrease magnesium, weakening muscles. Magnesium is essential for muscle strength and flexibility. Excess sugar blocks magnesium absorption, leading to muscle cramps, tremors, and balance issues. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that low magnesium levels increase the risk of muscle weakness by 30%. 3. They trigger inflammation, causing joint pain. Sugar increases chronic inflammation, leading to joint stiffness, pain, and muscle deterioration. A study in the Arthritis and Rheumatology Journal found that people who consumed sugary drinks regularly had a 32% higher risk of arthritis. If you've been experiencing knee pain, stiff joints, or leg weakness, your daily soda or juice might be to blame. Real story: how David regained his leg strength. David, 68, used to drink 2 cans of soda daily for years. Over time, he noticed leg pain after walking short distances, frequent muscle cramps at night, loss of balance when standing up. His doctor advised him to cut out sugary drinks for 6 weeks. He made simple changes, swapped soda for water with lemon, replaced bottled juices with fresh smoothies, chose herbal teas instead of energy drinks. After just 3 weeks, he saw a difference. Less joint pain, no more nighttime cramps, better stability when walking. By eliminating sugary drinks, David regained his strength and avoided future mobility issues. What should you drink instead? You don't have to stick to plain water. There are plenty of healthier alternatives. Replace soda with sparkling water and a squeeze of lemon. Swap bottled juices for homemade fruit smoothies with no added sugar. Ditch energy drinks for herbal teas like ginger, chamomile, or green tea. Stay hydrated with coconut water or mineral water with a pinch of sea salt. These simple swaps help protect your muscles and bones, keeping your legs strong for years to come. The number 1 worst food for your legs? If you think sugary drinks are bad, the worst food for your legs is coming up next. This food is a staple in most households, yet it destroys muscle strength and weakens bones over time. Keep watching to find out what it is. You might be eating it every day without knowing the damage it's causing. Food number 1: processed meats, bacon, sausages, deli meats, canned meats. Do you eat bacon, sausages, or deli meats regularly? You might think these foods are just a convenient and tasty addition to your meals, but they may be secretly weakening your leg muscles and joints. Processed meats are packed with excess sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy fats, all of which damage muscle function, increase joint inflammation, and reduce blood circulation. If you're eating these meats several times a week, your legs could be paying the price. Why processed meats are damaging your leg strength. These foods may taste good, but they are doing 3 dangerous things to your body. Chapter 1: high sodium levels. Drain calcium from your bones. Processed meats contain excessive amounts of sodium, which pulls calcium out of your bones, leading to bone loss and a higher risk of fractures. A 2017 study from the World Cancer Research Fund found that people who ate processed meats frequently had a significantly higher risk of osteoporosis than those who ate fresh, unprocessed meats. Tip 2: preservatives trigger inflammation, causing joint pain. Nitrates and other preservatives used in processed meats cause chronic inflammation, leading to stiff joints, muscle weakness, and an increased risk of arthritis. A study in the Journal of Aging Studies found that seniors who ate processed meats 5 times a week had a 35% higher risk of mobility issues. Chapter 3: unhealthy fats reduce blood flow to your legs. These meats are high in saturated fats and trans fats, which clog arteries, reduce circulation, and deprive your muscles of oxygen and nutrients. Poor circulation means your legs won't get the blood flow they need, making walking and standing more difficult over time. Real story: how Lisa rebuilt her leg strength. Lisa, 74, had always enjoyed a breakfast of bacon and eggs, followed by sandwiches with deli meat for lunch. Over time, she started noticing frequent leg pain after standing too long, knee stiffness, especially in the morning, fatigue while walking short distances. Her doctor recommended cutting out processed meats for just 1 month and replacing them with lean proteins. She switched to grilled chicken instead of bacon, lentils and beans instead of deli meats, salmon instead of canned meats. Within just 4 weeks, Lisa felt a difference: less knee pain and stiffness, more energy when walking, better circulation and stronger legs. By reducing processed meats, she regained control over her mobility and joint health. What to eat instead? You don't have to give up meat entirely. Just choose healthier alternatives. Opt for lean meats like grilled chicken, turkey, or fish instead of processed options. Include plant-based proteins like beans, lentils, and chickpeas to strengthen muscles naturally. Replace cold cuts with freshly cooked meats to avoid harmful preservatives. Making these simple changes can dramatically improve your leg strength and overall mobility. Final warning: your legs depend on your food choices. Now that you know which foods can weaken your legs, what will you do next? Will you cut back on processed meats, sugary drinks, and fried foods? Will you add more whole grains and nutrient-rich alternatives to your diet? Even small changes can lead to big improvements in your mobility, strength, and independence. Which food on this list surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more health tips. Stay strong, stay healthy, and keep moving forward. Now that you know about these 5 foods that could be weakening your legs, I have one question for you. Which one surprised you the most? Maybe it was processed meats and how they secretly drain calcium from your bones. Or perhaps it was artificial sweeteners, which can actually harm muscle function instead of helping you cut sugar. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Your insight might help someone else make a healthier choice today. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more health tips designed to keep you strong, mobile, and independent. Remember, you deserve a healthy body, and it all starts with what you eat. See you in the next video.